Police more information following a double homicide in Westbrook yesterday. Officials say 37-year-old Brittany Cockrell and 41-year-old Michael Hayter, both of Westbrook, were shot to death by a man they did not know. The Westbrook Police Department arrived around 8:30 last night at the intersection of Main and Bridge Streets. They say a man later identified as Marcel LaGrange Jr. was shooting a woman near a car at a parking lot. Authorities say they began to chase LaGrange, and he allegedly attacked a 75-year-old man before being tackled and disarmed by bystanders. LaGrange was taken into custody and charged with 2 counts of murder. Police say the 2 children of the victims who were killed witnessed the shooting but were not injured. The 75-year-old man was taken to a hospital for minor injuries.